flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Bill Dunbar.
Here.
Mayor Matt Watkins.
Here.
Councilmember Larry McConnell.
Present.
Councilmember Richard Thomas.
Present.
With Vice Mayor absent.
That is correct. We have a motion to accept, bill or whatever that, the terminology is.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
I'll support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes, accepts it. Public comments.
Yes, sir.
Hi, my name is Mike Payne. Most of you know, I'm the Republican candidate for Orange County Sheriff. I just wanted to give some update on me. I haven't been able to make it to your meetings because I've worked every single time I've got to the meeting, so finally got to the last one. I've been married 42 and a half years to my wife, and she's from Bronson, my name is Jerry. We have 2 sons. We have a stepson from our first marriage. We've adopted 6 of our grandchildren. So we've got a long family history, but we're still together, and it's going to stay that way. I just want to give a little bit of insight of what I plan on doing this year. We need several things. One, we need in-car cameras for the officers. You guys know that as well as I do because we have it here in the city of Bronson. It's something that protects the officers, protects the citizens, protects everybody. You just got to do it. There's grants we can get to get the cameras. The most expensive, I believe, is going to be putting the equipment in the clouds to save, like if we have homicides or citations or whatever. There are different amount of time you have to keep. It's like for a regular civil citation, it's only like a month. But as you get further into the more serious crimes such as domestics, break-ins, larcenies, homicides, things like that, you have to keep them for years because you have to keep the evidence until the time that somebody can appeal anything, and you have to have that. That's what's going to take long. We also need to change what's going on in the jail. The jail has 10 houses with the holding cells, about 250 people. We have never had more than 110 inmates in that jail. I'm not saying I want to arrest everybody. What I'm saying is, if we go to the other counties and we can contact them, say, hey, we have openings, you're overcrowded, we will house your inmates. And you house them for a per diem. So if the per diem is $35 a day and you house 50 inmates, you're gonna make over $1,700 a day with that theory. And you don't have to do it with just one county. You can do Calhoun, those deals always look good. They can never keep. We have felonies that we stop. They call over there, send a message, advise them release. On felonies because they don't have the rules. The other thing I want to do is I want to try and get AEDs. Our county is so rural that I was actually at the California Township meeting. State trooper went by lights of siren. 8 minutes later, the ambulance came by. So if, I don't know if it's an accident or what it was, but if it's something that important, I mean, that 8 minutes is probably going to make something right. But we don't have AEDs, so all we can do is chest compressions to try and help keep the person alive. And that doesn't work in this county. It's just partially because Blackbeard doesn't have the ability to maintain employees. Same as the sheriff's department. We hired 3 new employees for the road. 2 officers have already left for benefit values. They get paid for nice benefits. We need to try and find a way to improve benefits for the deputies and the corrections officers staff today. And I believe the guys that I've got coming in with me will be able to help me, and we will be able to make a lot of difference in jail, as well as on the road, working relationships with people in the county. And that's what I'm all about. And to end it, my most important thing is honesty and integrity. As a police officer, you have to have, as anybody, you should have that. But as a police officers, you really need it, because the only way you're gonna get people to trust you, you can even get criminals to trust you if you're honest with them. Say, you tell me what happened, I'm not gonna arrest you, I'll send them to the prosecutor. And a lot of them are very thankful for that, because that way they won't go to jail. Maybe they're gonna do a crime later, but while you're talking to them, you're gonna be honest with them. That's what I am going to push very hard. You have to be honest, you have to have integrity in your job. If you don't, then you are gonna be worthless to anybody. Because if the courts catch you and lie in your report, they're not gonna trust you, whereas they should. You have to be honest. Don't take the extra steps to try and catch them if it's not there. And if anybody would like, I have some business cards, it's got the website on it. If you would like to go to the website, have it on it. Need help anywhere? Sure. And thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
Any other public comments? Consent agenda, Frank.
Nothing to add on that, other than I sent out the utilities report this afternoon.
Any topic discussion? Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion to accept the consent agenda as prepared.
Yes. Support?
I'll support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? New business, approve the assistant to the city manager position and organization chart update.
Thank you, Mayor Watkins. As previously discussed, the approved 2025 budget included the addition of an assistant to the city manager position. In your packet is an updated organizational chart that reflects that this position would report to the city manager. Also in your packet is a position description that outlines the duties and responsibilities of the position. Fellow Bird is with us through CEDAM until August 15th, at which time he would become a full-time employee of the city.
Questions, comments? We have a motion.
Make a motion to approve. I'll support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approve the generator bid for the DPW building.
Thank you, Mayor Watkins. Currently, the DPW building on Industrial Avenue does not have a backup generator. When there's a power outage, it's next to impossible to open the garage doors, get equipment in or out. A generator would allow them to get to equipment as well as perform other tasks in the building. The city received 2 quotes for a generator. Soldice offered the lowest cost proposal for the exact same 24 kilowatt Generac generator. Soldice has done work for us recently at the wastewater treatment plant, and they've done a good job for us. The city should also consider adding a generator in the next few months or year to the police department building as well. Any questions on that?
Just that, didn't we get the forklift so you could raise that door, right?
Gotta get in that door.
There will be new doors.
I'm just kidding.
Good one, man. Good one.
Do we have any questions, comments on it? Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the generator bid for DPW building.
Do we have support?
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ordinance 223 to issue bonds for the CWSRF project.
Thank you, Mayor Watkins. In your packet is an ordinance that authorizes the issuance of bonds for the city's sanitary sewer system revenue bond. The total bond amount is $7.15 million and provides flexibility for the actual size of the bonds to be reduced prior to closing. The city is not required to draw the full amount authorized. The next agenda item will discuss how the project came back well below the engineer's estimate. Bonds will be paid by net revenues from the sanitary sewer system in 30 annual principal payments at an interest rate of 1%. In addition, the bonds also pledge the city's state revenue sharing as a backup for security of payment of the bonds. This was done to satisfy the Michigan Financing Authority's investment grade requirements and to save issuance costs by not having to pay a separate bond rating or investment credit letter. The city would be required to publish a full copy of the ordinance in the local newspaper. Mr. Jeff Aronoff from Miller Canfield is at the meeting tonight to answer any questions you might have about the issuing of bonds.
Any questions?
I don't have any. It's very straightforward, so.
Forward.
So we need a motion to issue the ordinance, right?
Motion to approve the ordinance, yes.
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance number 223 to issue bonds for CWSRF project.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The tentative acceptance of bids for the collection system improvements.
Thank you, Mayor Watkins. Bids were opened for the sewer lining, grouting, and manhole rehabilitation project July 2nd. Bids came back in well below the engineer's estimate of around $3.8 million, with the low bidder coming in at $1.775 million for the original work and $1.9 for adding the 3 alternate bid options to the project. With engineering, this is a roughly $2.69 to $2.83 million project rather than $7.15 million used for the bond issuance. The bid award is contingent upon receiving funds for the project from Eagle. The result of the bid was a really great result for the city and its water and sewer customers. We should know in a couple weeks on our congressional direct spending application with Congressman Wolbert. We've heard it's a really good chance that we might get that. That would be another $4 million with a $2 million grant from earmark essentially. About 2.1 coming from the city of Munson. Visu Sewer LLC was the low bidder. Again, that was $1.775 million for the original amount and $1.9 million for the total bid with all of the alternate projects that were included in that. Mr. Etzler here is from Avonmarsh. Bill, do you have anything you want to add to that?
I talked to the contractor, just the day after the bids. Their plan right now is to start construction after the first of next year. Partially because of all the work that they have on their schedule, partially because they looked at this project as a winter work project to keep their employees busy throughout the winter. So I think that was one of the reasons that they came in the level that it did. The other thing that we're doing, something that Brandon and I talked about last week, is that we are talking with Eagle. There is additional work that needs to be done in the collection system. And there is a potential that we might be able to, if the city is interested in increasing the amount of work that's done through this project based on the pricing that we got. And the contractor is also willing to look at a change order to accomplish that based on their bid numbers. So we're we've started the process of talking to Eagle staff about that possibility.
So the two questions I have, have you, I mean, you've obviously been in contact or used this company before, or you're familiar with
Yes,
them?
actually, they've done a couple of projects for Avon Marsh and other cities in Michigan.
You're happy with the results?
Yes.
and everything else?
Have very reputable contract.
And then, obviously with them starting first of the year, is that still within our time frame? We're not in trouble with Eagle by anything at that point?
Completion dates, the end of October of next year. So I think that was another factor that we gave the contractors enough time that they could fit this into their schedule.
Okay.
And we're still meeting the compliance deadline with that road.
Perfect, yeah, absolutely.
A lot of time.
And I guess that is, and you'll know within the next couple of weeks for Eagle, right, what we can and can't add if we.
Yeah, they have 60 days
Okay.
basically to review, but that clock doesn't start ticking until you make the tentative award. We send that information on to Eagle that we have selected contractor.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I don't have any other questions. So do we have a motion to approve the tentative acceptance of the bids for BISU Sewer LLC?
I will make that motion. I will support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you for the information. Approve the proposal for auditing services.
Thank you, Mayor Watkins. The city recently issued a request for proposal for auditing services for the city's financials. The city only received one proposal from Cambridge and Company. They are our current auditor. This had not been bid out in a number of years. Cambridge has done a fine job for us. They submitted a bid of $12,910 for year one, $13,300 for year two, and $13,700 for year three. Last year, the city paid Cambridge a total of $16,625 for this service. The RFP stated that if the 23-24 audit is successful, that the city would engage the firm for an additional 2 years. The city could also decide to rebid it next year. Staff is recommending approval of the proposal from Cambridge and Company for the 2023-24 fiscal year with a renewal option of 2 additional years at the city's discretion. Even though we were only able to get one bidder, we did get them to sharpen their pencil to give us a lower price.
Any questions?
I'll make a motion to approve the proposal for the auditing service.
Do we have support? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Can you send Jeff over at least once so we can kick him around a little bit?
I'm always happy when we keep around.
Okay, the next one is the approve the amendments to the city manager contract. We talked briefly, if at all possible, I want to push this until Bill gets back. I don't have any issues with the, the language for the year, the what the salary is. It's the additional benefits, the length of that period is what, I think we need to have a discussion on. I'd like to have full council present for that, to do that.
Okay, with me.
So we'll push that to next month if you're good with that.
Okay.
We don't need a motion or anything, just to move that, right?
Nope.
All right, city staff comments.
Last month went pretty good for water and wastewater, but as all of you know, especially Rick, this one didn't start off so well. Yeah, June was good. Got my wastewater exam results, which I think will,
Congratulations.
that took a lot of stress off me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, DPW is moving.
parks are looking good. We're probably 90 to 95% complete paint. The park program is doing the little square things for us, so the kids are painting that stuff. Waiting on that. We gotta get it down with boom truck, paint peaks on the park structure. Other than that, I think that'll all be done. Doing some water services still, trying to make the state happy. We got, after Polish Fest, we're going to work on some cross connection in our sewer system down on Douglas and Railroad. We're gonna try that intersection part, get that all fixed hopefully this coming month. So that we can report that, but other than that, we're just staying busy and keep the town clean. Right.
We're enjoying the building, everything's going on track, we've had some issues with juveniles lately, we're addressing that, working some special patrols to try to get that fixed, but other than that, I think we're on track, normally by this time of year.
How many people did you have at the open house? I know it was.
Oh, gosh, a
It was
lot.
decent when I was down there.
I couldn't give you an exact number, I don't know, Steve might have kept track of that, I don't think he did. But boy, we were thinking if we could get 50, we'd be doing good, and I think we went way over that. I think we were probably pushing close 75 to 100 people at that open house. It was great turnout. Didn't hear a bit of negativity about it either.
Good deal.
Not much changed since the last time I saw you folks. I would like to draw attention to two people who are firefighters who are connected to the city. Chloe Gard has received her EMT license, and not only that, she did get the outstanding MFR student award for her semester. So if you see Chloe, congratulate her on that. I'd also like to congratulate Jerry Reinhardt, has been promoted to lieutenant. So congratulations, Jerry. That's all I have to report, barring any questions.
I'm sorry, did you say outstanding MFR?
Medical first responder.
Does that mean you're gonna slow
That's
down?
impressive. She's impressive, at least.
She's a leader.
Talking to her today, she is.
City manager comments.
Thank you. We received our annual MERS evaluation on our pension and made some changes to expected rate of returns. And I expected ours to go down quite a bit. It did only go down 1% from 83% to 82%. There's quite a bit of increase on non-police employees portion of what they pay into the pension. Police has been high for, I believe, a year or two. So I'll be talking with them to see if there's any options moving forward that we could try to address some of that. And I want to congratulate Jerry and let you know with his licensing that he's been promoted to utilities director.
A big month for you.
Oh, that was all you. Did you like them? Totally different right from the start.
And he took over as our certified operator as of July 1st. That's all I have.
Council comments. Rick?
Hey, Jerry. What else can you say, you know? You're doing great. How you doing, Joe? Everything going good for another couple of weeks? It's gonna be pretty busy. It's been, like, when I went down by the park down there, the painting and staining and all that stuff was just fantastic. You guys have done a great job. And that intersection down by us, where we went to the four-way, there's nothing but people are just happy. They're really happy. Cars are stopping. At the end of the school year last year, didn't have everybody just dodging out, you know, and it just changed everybody to be here down there. So it's been really great. It was made. I was talking to the people doing our painting a mural up here, and they were struggling a little bit. They were kind of worried about falling a little behind, because some of the days was 95 and sun beating on them. It was so hot. And I spoke up and I said, you know, it isn't worth sitting out there with your paint baking and baking yourselves. We understand as a council, so I told them I would address that.
To be honest with you, I'm a little shocked that they're as far along as they are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I talked to over the weekend, that one girl was out there, and that's, she was just, I said, we understand.
Saturday night, just around 11 o'clock, I drove through there and he was cleaning up, getting ready to go home.
Is that right?
He was out there that late at night.
Yeah, that's, we don't expect people to be out there begging, but none of us, we understand. Yes, it's, and everybody's doing such a great job, the city. Thank you.
Larry?
Pat, where do you go? Thank you, and welcome aboard. I'm tickled to death about that. Jerry, I'm proud of punching. You've got that taken care of, you got certified now. In between the two of you, I think our citizens are being protected better than they ever have been, because your boil water advisory was spot on. And it's been a long time since we had many of them. So we're taking care of our people. That's the important part. And of course, Joe, Polish Festival's gotta be a nightmare for you.
Love it.
Yeah. But thank you, and I'm sure that you aren't gonna get a lot of thank yous from the people you're helping, but we appreciate it. And Polish Festival's coming here shortly, so everybody be prepared. A lot of traffic in town, foot traffic. And I know our family here will do everything they can to make it work, so that's all I have.
Jerry, congratulations, if you haven't heard it yet. I have to also congratulate you though, because I've never seen somebody make Rick speechless. He really didn't have much to say, and I think that's awesome. And Joe, good luck in the next couple weeks. Frank, I want to thank you for representing our town over at Mr. Butler's funeral. I think that was really nice of you to do that. I'm sure it wasn't the easiest thing to do, but I think it was a good deal. And Brandon, you're doing a good job. Don't overwork yourself.
He's got Patrick.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Make sure you give him plenty to do.
No, I can't say anything that everybody else has already said here. With the one thing with Polish Festival, just be mindful, it's gonna be busy for the next, that 3 or 4 days there. People darting in and out, please just be very careful on the streets. And spread the word, come down and enjoy the festivities, and have a good time.
There's one more thing, they asked, we would be interested as a council, come down there with Mary and get a picture taken with them sometime. Stand there, they would be, they'd like to, they said just have Brandon contact and set up a time, and since she'd come down, and I thought that sounded like a good idea.
Moses is not 95.
Yeah. I told her that, bring it up too, and I was,
Absolutely. Good PR is wonderful.
it is, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Actually, that fishing reels almost matches that one thing.
Do we have any motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?